Hello and welcome to our brand new channel called Strange Aquatics. My name's Amanda and I am going to try to create a channel about my aquarium adventures, basically. I've never done anything like this before. I can kind of be a little bit awkward sometimes, but we're just gonna roll with it because I am a mom of two awesome boys and they're gonna be talking a lot in the background. They're gonna be yelling at me, they're gonna be crying. My house is gonna be messy sometimes. Most of the time I won't have makeup on like this. I'll have some sweet messy hair, but it's life and I just want to be as real as I can and share our adventures as we try to get into this aquatic world. We got into fish tanks about 2 months ago and I've fallen in love with it and I'm kind of taking off from here. Right now I'm working on breeding guppies, platies, and blue velvet shrimp, and then we'll just kind of see where it goes from there. But to give you an introduction, I'll show you my fish tanks and kind of where they are currently at. So right here in the first fish tank, and yes, it's on my kitchen table because why not? This is my 20-gallon. It has mostly platies and guppies. Right now I have one yellow guppy. I have her name's Mango, and then I have two of the black-tail guppies. They are Chloe and Zoe. And then I have somewhere in here is my rainbow tail guppy. Her name's Big Bertha. She is my fertile fish. There she is. She is a breeding machine already. And then also in this tank I have a couple offspring of one of my platies right back there. She likes to hide a lot, but she is a Mickey Mouse tail platy. And then my OGs, these are my first two fish that got me started in this, my panda platies. Only my guppies really have names so far. And then I also have two albino cory cats in here. There's one, there's the other. They are happy and loving life. And then I have an albino pleco and a golden pleco. Hopefully at some point they'll pop out again. Oh, there is Zoe, the other black-tailed guppy up there. She's hanging out. Looks like maybe she might be going into labor the next couple days. I also have two Amano shrimp in there. They're hanging out, getting fat and happy. And then I have just a couple other offspring of the platies. One kind of teenager she's swimming somewhere, and then three babies that made it out of the first batch about 3 weeks ago. And then I have one ghost shrimp in there as well. And this tank, it's a fully live planted tank. Everything's live. I have some, I have some Anubias back there. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know any of the scientific names for any of these. I just know what I've been told at the pet store and kind of what I've learned from my own research. But I know those are Anubias, and I'm growing those out as well. And then I got some, I think it was called like Mondo grass. And then those are some type of Java fern. And I have some other tall grasses, and that one. And then this other one back here that's doing awesome. And I've already split that off a few times. And then some moss balls. So that's that tank, the 20-gallon. And over here I have a 5-gallon that's kind of sitting and waiting right now. I have one of my males. He's a cobra guppy in there, and then I have my other female yellowtail back there. She has a spine issue, obviously, and so I've actually pulled her so that she doesn't breed any further. Probably just due to inbreeding and genetic being deformed. So that's my 5-gallon. It's color coded pink and blue, so then when my guppy fry, when I can sex them, I'll be able to separate them until I can sell them off. And then over here I have my nursery tanks. So I have my hang-on breeder and then a 10-gallon. Nope. So in this nursery breeder, right now I have 125 fry from Big Bertha that she just dropped yesterday. And then I have about 20 platy fry from the Mickey Mouse tail platy that dropped yesterday as well. And then I'm not sure how many fry I have, probably 50 or so, maybe 75 from one of my blacktail guppies. That was like 3 days ago. So these are all brand new, just starting out life, trying to fatten them up and get them growing. And then somewhere in here I have like 3 or 4 blue velvet shrimp. Oh, there's one right there. I think it'll focus on them. There it is. So they love to hide in the Java moss, and hopefully one day we'll get them big enough and start breeding. And then these fry, they're 3.5 weeks old. So I'm just trying to grow them out so I can sex them and get them into a store or get them sold off. I'm gonna be honest, when I first started, I bought Big Bertha. She was already pregnant. And then I can't be sure which fish the other fry came from. They all popped out within a couple days of each other as well. So they're keeping right on the 3-week track for dropping fry, which means we'll probably have more in 3 more weeks. But so they're just growing out. Some are doing better than others. Some are staying pretty small. Some are starting to look more like fish now. But I just barely set this one up, so it still has a ways to go to get good. It's already cycled though. We have some Java moss in there, some Anubias nana in there, one of the plants that I pulled from there, and then a sponge filter because babies don't do well with regular filters. And then one water lettuce that will hopefully start spreading so we have some better coverage and surface area for these babies to grow. So that is the nursery tank. So those are 3 of our tanks. And then as we go over here, I'm sorry, bud. This is my husband's tank. It is a 29 long, and it is just for decoration and pleasure purposes. We have 6, oh my goodness, can't even think of their name. Dwarf gouramis in there. We have 2 of the blues, 2 of the fires, and then we only had 1 of these striped ones, but I loved it so much that I just added another about 2 days ago. So he is still a little bit stressed. He hasn't really colored out very well yet. He's still a little bit smaller. So we have 6 of the gouramis, and then 10 neon tetras, and then 2 of these red claw crabs. And then I think we have about 3 ghost shrimp probably is all we have left in here. The crabs tend to pick those up. Hey, turn that on, please. So that one is just for pleasure and viewing purposes because they're so pretty. And then in my son's room, he has a betta fish with a snail inside of that, a nereid snail. So that's keeping that tank clean. And oh, and then he has a common pleco in here as well. And he's starting to get big. He's gonna have to be upgraded. I know. He's gonna have to be upgraded to a bigger tank in a little while. And then his is live planted as well with some Java moss and moss balls, and then a plant we got from the pet store there, and the other one there, and then some Java fern that he left in the pot. So that's that tank. And that's just kind of a little bit of an introduction, and hopefully we'll be able to keep doing videos as our fish grow out and we can start seeing their colors and what they're gonna be and start really getting into this. Pretty excited to start this, and it should be fun. So stay tuned and subscribe so you see our new videos. Thanks for watching.